Till Victory Manifesto, written by Brian Tate. There has been some question as to who we are. We're people of color and people of conscience, troublemakers, from city to countryside to all points between. There we are, troubling the water, bringing life. We're the seeds planted by Toni Morrison and Audre Lorde, Fannie Lou Hamer and Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman and John Brown, Joseph Cinque and Crazy Horse. We change the culture, we make the future, and we grow wild. We have experienced loss that is measured only by the spaces of the people who were taken. A. Jefferson, B. Jean, M. Booker, L. Kena, S. Bland, T. Rice, T. Martin, Emmett Till, countless more, a scroll that could touch the sky. Also the 60 million whose stolen labor was made to harvest stolen
Out to New Orleans!
the grave. We hold them all close. We're anchored by that history, and we honor them each time we take flight. There has been some question as to what we stand for. Is it hard to know? We stand for the dream, life, liberty, the world made better for people who care about the world. The opportunity to tell our own stories of glorious achievement, the right to vote and to clean water. We stand for the right to survive a routine traffic stop, to not go missing while walking to the market, to not turn up inexplicably dead, to not have our children hauled off in handcuffs for having a tantrum in grade school, or to be snatched from us at gunpoint and warehoused for profit. We celebrate our capacity for greatness and our ability to do the unexpected, to become the unexpected. We stand up for everyone in our boundless community to experience all the abundance that they're due. And we will summon all our courage and mettle to see that made real. Which brings us to where we are now, in the fight of our lives. Our opponents are astride an engine that is hundreds of years old, fueled by greed, grievance, and white supremacy. They're invested in it. Their lives depend on it. To keep that position, they've united their hateful ideologies behind one banner. And they seem to be winning. We're banned at airports, blocked at border crossing, accosted in public spaces. Their armed factions have come for us in churches, synagogues, mosques, and shopping malls. Each violation is made possible because they've changed the culture. Policies and rhetoric once thought abolished are now commonplace. And when more black and brown people are ground to bits beneath that machine, more refugees turned away, more immigrants criminalized and deported, more houses of worship defaced, more rights stripped from the vulnerable, more of the world's resources shifted unsustainably in one direction. More environmental protection pitched into the fire, and the dream reduced to something hazy and fleeting. Will they pause? No. Race hatred is the X factor, the xenophobia factor behind which all reason pales. Their greatest fear being replaced, their oldest tactic turning us against each other. We refuse. We choose to unite around moral truth and a vision of a future worth fighting for the beloved community described by Dr. King, the earthly place covered in glory that awaited Harriet Tubman. We know that when one of us is threatened, we're all put at risk. So we come together. Then we can defeat them, as our grandparents and ancestors did over the decades and centuries, time and time again. Together we can win. Today we vow to take up a cause bigger than ourselves. We understand that solidarity will not come easily. We know that our efforts together will be imperfect because we are imperfect. But we are compelled. Today we make a vow to selfless listening and cross-cultural healing and calling things by their true names. Racism, fascism, xenophobia. When confronted by forces we're told cannot be changed, we will change them. We will follow the lead of women of color, the first to experience and understand white supremacy. We will give ourselves to the furious clamor we must raise and prepare ourselves for deployment, each of us playing to strength. We pledge to mobilize at the voting booth and in the street, on every stage, page, and canvas we can find. Before us is the mountaintop, the same one climbed by all the freedom fighters and visionaries from our history. Once we address the business at hand, we will meet there and dance to our legacy of revolution and utopia. Today we honor the past and look toward the future. All we have is each other, and that will be enough. We are the people we have been waiting for. We are the people we have been waiting for. And despite any reports to the contrary, tomorrow will still be ours. As for this fight we're currently in, how long will we keep at it? Until earth and heaven ring, until victory is won. Brian Tate, 10/25/2019, in memory of Charles and Florence Tate. Ashe.